you will see that we have Nicholas and I, Nicholas and I, we are joined on the spotlight by a few very, very special people. Okay, can I ask John and June and Gary to put your rank up on your name as well, please, so everybody can see. Okay, I believe Gary Gunn is a 683-5, and John and June are also 4-5. And we have Chini at 685-4, and Zahid and Noli both also 685-4. Okay. Now, guys, you must be wondering what's happening over here. You see, if you want to learn how to fly a plane, Nick, if you want to learn how to fly a plane, do you ask a farmer or a pilot? Pilot, isn't it right? Same thing, if you want to grow crops, do you ask a pilot or farmer? Exactly, and if you want to learn how to grow your Kangen business massively, who are you going to ask? Who are you going to ask? Ask me for what? These champions over here.
Ask the champion.
All right, so we have the champions here. We have Mr. Gary Gunn, we have John and June Lim, we have Zahid and Noli, we have Mr. and Mrs. Chin Xiaofeng and Lisong. Let's give them all a big round of applause. If you want to hear from the champions, type C in the group chat. C, guys. Want to type C? All right, look at all these people. They want to hear from these champions. These guys, these are the top guys. Okay, top guys all over the world. So, guys, we're gonna make sure that all of you are unmuted. Fantastic. Okay. Now, we're just gonna ask you guys a few questions. Okay. So very quickly, can you guys let's start from the let's do always in specific order. Let's always go with Gary first, and John and June, and then Chin and Liesl, and then Zahid and Noli. So very quickly, guys, in that particular order, I want to ask you guys very quickly, how did you guys get started in the Kangen business? And what is your current ranking now? Starting with
first?
Gary.
Gary.
Me? Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Gary. So I've started in my Kangen journey way back in April 2011. So this coming April will be my 10th year. All right. And it's a really, really an amazing journey. I'm a 683-5 now. And the early days was really, now I come to think about it, was really a cowboy era. Because at that point of time, there's no office in Malaysia. We are buying machines from Hong Kong. So how actually I got started is very simple. Both Sam and myself, we don't even know a lot of things factually. We only hear it from third party. And the two DVDs that helped me a lot is basically the Bob Gridelli and Daniel DiMercalli. So one of the things that I remember me doing was, because there was, at that point of time, there's no Facebook, you know, Facebook wasn't popular. You don't have like social media marketing like today. So I remembered all I did was, when I looked at Daniel DiMercalli's video, the entire presentation, I copied it like I was literally speaking like him. Okay, so that was exactly what I do, and I put in like what everybody calls AOMA, all out massive action, and just basically doing the business. But the tip here is, just want to share with all of y'all is one of the biggest advantage that I had was I had many years of network marketing experience and building up the right contact. So my meteoric rise to success was because my first 50 people that I talked to was people who are already in this industry. So like what Sam was mentioning just now, they already know what to do. They know about leadership, about training, the skill. I just need to bring them into this platform. So within 4 months, I became a 6A, and then within another 2-3 months later, 6A, 2, 3, 2, 4, and here I am as a -5. You know, so it was difficult in the beginning, but at the same time it was exciting, because at that point of time it was just explosive. You know, people just had that dream, had that vision, and just want to rock with the business. So that was my early days journey.
Thank you so much, Gary. Wow. So we know that Gary Yan went all out massive action, and he's actually been in this industry for so long. And well, he's been in this industry for so many years, and he's built up his reputation and his name. So it was much easier for him. So remember, guys, you guys have to do the exact same thing. You got to build a legacy for yourself. Make sure that people trust you, so that when you even go do another business, they still trust you. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Gary. Now let's move on to John and June. All right, let's hear about you guys, okay? Very quickly, in less than 2 minutes. How did you guys start?
Okay, we joined ENAGIC in the September 2001. Okay, because of Women's Son introduced the water to us due to John, the beloved uncle, got the heart failure. And when we knew that he need to take in 24 types of medicine, you know, but he only allowed to drink 500 ml of water a day. So by that time, we are very urgent to search what is the best water in the world, you know, to serve him better, because the doctor told us he only left with 3 months time to live on. So we searched the best water, and Women's Son introduced the ENAGIC to us, you know, the Kangen water. And then, friends, the mighty God is that is saved our uncle life, prolong his life for another 4 more years, and whereby the doctor pronounced it only 3 months left. So we are very happy on it, and then we start right away, buy 3 machines from Hong Kong to start the business. And then at that time, we don't know anything how to market the product. We only show the CD, as Gary mentioned. Daniel, the McCarthy CD is the most popular DVD that we use, you know. And then we didn't do much on that. We just show the demo by DVD or whatsoever. And nowadays, nobody use DVD, okay? They will request you send the link or Zoom meeting, okay? So, but it's very effective. We do the follow-up. We sit together to watch the DVD together, and then ask on the comment. And also we have the machine in our own home, so we're able to share, you know, the benefit of this water, and that is how we start. And now our ranking is 6A 4-5. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, June. Can you imagine that, guys? These guys are the top guys right now, and how they started was just DVDs. DVDs.
Amazing. In those days, I remember those days DVD. Now I didn't see any DVD at all.
Exactly. Well, I can tell you something. Did you try the DVD method?
Those days?
Yeah, did you?
No, those days I have not started the business yet.
Oh, so you never tried it?
One time.
One time. I also never tried. Maybe I should try like you guys do the
must
DVDs.
do.
Maybe
Follow
we'll be
their
as successful as them. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, John and June. How about Sifu Chin?
Hi, okay. In 2011 March, I received a phone call from Singapore, a friend, okay, and he told me that would I open to business. I make a mistake. I grilled him. I asked him what was it about, and this guy, his name is Chris, right? So this guy, he also made a mistake. He told me it's a water filter, and I may ask him again, how much is this price? He said 5,000. So I said 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. Wow, expensive. He said no, that's Singapore dollars. So it's 12,000. Immediately I shut down. Okay. Now then the next day, another person called me. His upline, which is Bernard Chan in Singapore, called me again. I don't know this guy, Bernard Chan. I just know him through this friend called Chris, right? So Bernard Chan asked me, he said, yeah, just go and have a look. You know, he didn't say much. He didn't explain what it's about. He said, just go and have a look, you know, like that. Okay, being nice guy, we say okay. But then, yeah, he asked us to meet up with his introducer, Pierre Chan. So he said, Pierre Chan will be coming to Sabah. Can I just meet up with him? So me and Lisa, we went there, but 15 minutes later, we left. We were totally just closed. I don't want to listen about it, you know, I don't want to buy it, you know, don't tell me about it. That's how it's, how we get to hear Kangen water. 6 months later, another good friend, Raymond's son, a Singaporean, called me up. He says, Chin, I just want to tell you. He said, John and June has already coming into the business with me. I want you to come in with me. Now, Raymond and John and June and us, we were in another direct sales company together. So I trusted John and June, there were people that are really hardworking and effective person. And we all trusted Raymond's son because of his character. We really trust him as a leader. So he told me like this, and I wasn't interested. So John and June, that time they were in Hong Kong. So 2 weeks later, they come back. They tell me a few days later, they come back and tell me about this Kangen water. I wasn't interested. But I remember that day in the restaurant, he gave a cup of Kangen water to Liesl. And Liesl, after that cup of water, she came back home. She told me that water is good. So the gastric was lessened. You know, when I hear that, I wasn't very happy because we are in trouble now. You know, if the water is good, maybe she may say they want to buy the machine, right? But that's how we first testimony was that. No, then later on, Raymond's son came over to Malaysia, and he forced me to watch a video, and I watched some of this video. Japan hospital using ionized water, all these kind of things just really opened up my mind, and that's how we started. But we started off as a user. We were really not into the business. It was like 6 months later. And 6 months later, you know, really we were like sharing it. But we always tell people, we are not doing the business, you know. We trying to save face and we're not doing the business. But if you want to buy, I don't mind, you know, that kind of attitude. So it was like 6 months later, in 2012, March, then John and we all started really blasting that was the blast off time in East Malaysia, in Sabah. That was 2012. Yeah, that's how we started. And today we are 6A5-4.
Thank you so much, Sifu Chin. Wow. I think there's a correlation here. Like Gary said earlier, and then John and June and Chin just mentioned, you know, you guys, we have to build a reputation for ourselves. So the moment Raymond said something, John and June just jumped. And the moment John and June said something, Chin just jumped.
Yeah.
Right? So we need to build stuff up like this. Like the moment Gary says something, got 50 people come and jump.
Wow. Yeah.
Right?
Very good point.
So this is very important. We need to make sure that, you know, we build credibility in ourselves. This is very good, guys.
Yes.
And then Chin, you say that you started 2012. This year is 2021, so it's a 12 2-1 reverse. So I think this is another blast off year, huh?
Oh, yeah, blast off year.
Yep.
Aye, most definitely. All right, thank you, Sifu Chin. Let's go and talk to Master Sifu Noli and Zahid. Right, how did you guys start?
All right. In early, I think February 2014, Sifu Mus actually SMS me. I think yeah, SMS, not WhatsApp. Talking about Kangen water, and after that I just SMS back that what is it, and just a few days after that he said he want to come to my house. I say yes, and after that, you know, he didn't come alone. Many of them came to my house. Ding dong, and he and the wife Fauzia came, and just after that another ding dong, and the late Sifu Berry came. And with Spudocus. And after that, what actually Barry did at that time, is Barry the one who did the presentation. And what Barry did, the good thing is Barry actually showed me all the books. And I always excited about books. You know, when something in the book, I tend to trust. If, for example, if they came with a brochure or flyers, I don't trust, because there's a lot of brochures at my windshield, on the windscreen, at the car. You know, people always put in. I don't like it. Yeah, it causes mess, all the mess. Yeah, and like when he showed me the book, like 50% of my heart open. You know, open like that. And after that, he said, "Can I show you a demo?" I said yes, because Barry is very, very, very polite. I said yes. And after Barry showed me the demo, I 100% got so excited. You know what? I'm the type who got excited very easily. You know, like my husband here, I got excited and got married. No, he will graduate, got married already in the US, you know. Supposed to come back and get married. No, I want to get married. Easy got excited, correct? So got excited. I said I want to buy the machine, and then at that time I remember, you know, Fauzia I'm going to the kitchen, and then we just Fauzia just must sleep here. And then I want to buy the machine. And then I think Swazi kind of stunned, you know, when you saw the demo, you want to buy the machine. And then after that, Barry told me that there's gonna be a seminar on Saturday, because I saw this demo on Thursday night on Saturday. I said, yeah, I want to go. And then, but it cost 200. No problem. And then after Barry called Chin whether the seat is still available, and then Master Chin said it's still available. So I went to the one-day business seminar by Mr. Temsia, and got so excited. What happened when I got so excited? You know, I tend to talk, and then after that, sorry, yeah, coughing. And after that, I think Mr. Ashura said, you don't drink enough water, so you're coughing. All right, but I still want to talk, sorry, bear with me, yeah. I got so excited. You know what? I brought 1,000 with me when I go to the one-day business seminar. You know, I bought all the books. And it only cost me 300 over. I get all the books, all the tapes, and I start sharing the water. Then after that, business goes boom, 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 boom. Why? Because, you know, maybe because of my excitement. And then we share the water and keep talking. And 21st of March, I got my first sales. And the best thing, my first sales is my first 682-3, which is Master Saiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Noli.
Sorry.
So what is your rank now?
6A5-.
6A5-4. Wow, that is amazing. So if there's one thing to take away, guys, remember this: books hold a lot of credibility. So remember to always use your books. So thank you very much, guys. Now let's move on to our next question, starting with Gary again. Okay, can you share with us, what do you think is the most important success factor, and why, in less than 4 minutes?
Well, in any business or in life, there are many success factors that will bring you to the success. However, I will want to spotlight one very important one. I call it, you need to have a goal, or what some people call a vision, or you need to know where you are going. Okay, so of course, some people say have passion, have excitement, but can you imagine you don't know where you are going? Can you imagine you do this Kangen business and your goal is to just do it, just share without knowing where you are going? You may make some money, but you will not find yourself going anywhere, because even if you become 2A in 10 years, it's still okay because you've never set a goal anyway. And if you really looked at life, whether it's a business like in ENAGIC or even in a job, do you all realize that everybody who goes to work actually have a goal? And most of the time, the boss set the goal for them. But in ENAGIC, you don't have a boss. We are our own boss, like what everybody likes to call it, right? So in ENAGIC, more important, you need to have a goal. And when you have a goal, there is a drive for you to work harder. There is a drive for you not to give up. There's more passion, more energy, and you find yourself going towards it. And whether you hit it or not, it doesn't matter. The momentum is being created. And I realized that at the beginning of my journey, with knowing nothing about water, I'm not a science guy or medical person. I still remember I asked Sam at that point of time, I said, Sam, what's the highest rank in ENAGIC? And those days, we don't talk about 6A2-2 or anything. And he just told me 6A. And I told him how to get to 6A. And he says, 100 machines. And that's all I did. Every time I showed the presentation, the Daniel Dimakalis presentation, I will end with the marketing plan, the 8-point. And when the 8-point, when it comes to the 6A, I will just tell everybody, I'm going to be a 6A by June. But I did not become a 6A by June. I became in August. So, but that momentum, that excitement was created because I know exactly where I'm going. And I think goals to me is very, very important if we want to succeed. Yeah.
Thank you, Gary. Goals, guys. Goals is so important. So, hey, the best part is right now we're still at the beginning of 2021. We all should set goals for ourselves. Thank you so much, Gary. I'm going to set my goal right after this. So let's move on now to John and June. Okay, what do you think is the most important success factor and why in under 4 minutes?
One word, my success factor is up there. He direct my path. Allow me to share with you. I think you'll hear about Cindy Bagandi and also Tia was covering, some of them mentioning God here, God there, God there. I can tell you honestly, it is him. As far as I'm personally concerned, Almighty God is the initiator who led us out of retirement. Me and June in 2011 was decided to call it a quit, and we start our tradition business for a long time, over 20 years. So we decided to quit ourselves, go back to KK, buy a house in the golf course and retire and play golf. But then I get to know God when I was in KK. I pray, I ask, I knock on his door. He opened door for me for Kangen. And then I learned about wellness. So all glory to God to start with. So to share with you, I think the most important part I want to share is about my power. You see, to be success in what you do in ENAGIC as a distributor, first, one need to fine-tune his own mindset. By accepting changes, that's a priority number one. How much you want. Allow me to share with you the two theory of thoughts that I do analysis. First, I'm going to share with you about the Western theory of thought. And it was stated, don't copy the behavior and custom of the world, but let God transform you to a new person by changing the way you think. Guess where it come from? It comes from the biblical Bible, Romans 12:2. And then on the second, on the Eastern theory of thought, it was said, do not pursue the old way. You certainly have no escape if you maintain your old way, right? Turn from your old ways, OLD, and you will have a new spirit that shine like a lightning box, come down from heaven above and dwelling in your heart. Come from the Eastern theory of thought from the book called From Buddha to Jesus by Steve Kucharan from Thailand. So allow me to share with you, all is talking about whether you want to leverage on the power of God. I do. I have my knowledge. I have my own energy, all this, but I still pray to him and leverage on him that I trust. So allow me to share further about the very important about your mindset. You need to identify your why. Why is directly relating to the what. What are the changes you want out of your life? Better income, earning, have a good lifestyle with nice car, spacious home, better education for your children, an opportunity to travel worldwide, or be your own boss with time freedom. So, etc., etc. But you need to develop the hunger for your why. That is very important. Many people fail to really analyze the why, what you want. And the next thing, important factor is cultivate belief and confidence. Study on the ENAGIC product, keep reading, understand the business system and the compensation plan, and the culture of ENAGIC, who are the bosses, travel to Okinawa and see the well-being of the company, and learn about the international networking and support. And further, intensive training and equip our knowledge, your knowledge by attending events. That's why event seminar is very important in both business system, compensation plan, and also personal development. So last of this culture, belief and confidence, you need to become positive. By acting positive, become positive is no good. You have to act on it. So process an attitude that nothing is impossible. Never say die. That's me. Okay, me and June never say die. So the last and not all, but action plan, right? Okay. So this one I want to share with you is about goal setting. Gary Gunn was covered as well. Daily target of how many prospects you need to share, demo, follow up until closing. And then you must have a weekly follow on by monthly target, right? That's very important. Last but not least, all out massive action. Secret of success is in the daily activity, okay? And daily activity and must be consistency of purpose and cultivating of habit. Consistency and habit is a pillar of success in life. Change your mindset, change your life. Thank you.
Thank you, John. So wow, so much to take in, not just one point. So we have God, we have your mindset, we have the why, we have the goal, and we have to just do it. Fantastic. Thank you very much, John. Okay, let's move now to Sifu, Jin, and Liesel.
Okay, right. If you are new, if you are really new to Kangen, I think the first thing is you need to build on your belief system, your belief. Now, belief, we sometimes use the other word trust, right? Trust. Who do you trust? The first thing we trust, of course, is the one who introduced to us. You introduce your introducer, your upline. This is the first one that you trust on them. But you cannot stay there. You need to build on your belief system. Remember those times when Raymond San told us we believe in Raymond San. But both of us, we got so many times we sit down, we discuss about the certificates, we discuss about the demo, the books, things like that. Because we cannot just build on trusting somebody. So we build our own belief system. How good is the things? John tested the water. He let so many people try the water, use them. He's like a mini hospital. He help people with psoriasis, all those kind of things. But those are the things that build our system with the testimonies, belief system. So I think as a new person, you need to build your belief system, not just based on trusting somebody, but you build a belief systems on the product, on certificates, on the books, on the demos, on the science, things like that. All right. Okay. So that's for the new person. But I feel that for people who are already into the business, or people get stuck in the business, or people did not see much growth in the business, I think the number one thing is clarity. Clarity, as you need to know what do you want in life. There's so many of the people that they say they did not achieve some things. For me, if someone come to ask me, they'll ask me, say, hey, how come I cannot have more sales? How can I have more sales? The first question I ask him is, how many demo has you done in the last month? You know, then some people ask me, Mr. Chin, I cannot get business partners. How can I get business partners? Then I will ask him the other question. How many people has you talked to about the business in the last 1 month? If you keep no demo, no sales, but to me is no, you don't talk about the business, you also won't get a business partner also. So I feel that we need to have the clarity. What do you actually really want in life? Many people don't know what they want. Now, when you are new, maybe all you just want is, to drink good water, which is fine. Maybe you join the Zoom, all this, because you like the environment here, your learning environment. So that is fine. But when you are started to build the belief, you say you want to do something for your life, then you must have make it clear. What do you actually want? Do you want it, or do you really, really want it? Okay, then you need to know whether, if you want this, then what do you need to do? What do you need to do? So you got to set your action plan, right? So this all Sifu, all the Sifus actually are teaching the same thing. All the gurus here, uplines here, they are talking about the same thing without action. But what action? What action? Give 100 bottles of water away every day. Will it make you into a 6823? So you need to know what kind of actions that you want to do, right? So to a new person, the most important thing is you need to build your belief system. But if you are already into the business, you want to build a business out of it, you need to have clarity. You must know what you want and what are the action plans to do it. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jin. So, wow. If you're new, you need to have a belief system. Don't just trust your sponsor. You need to do it for yourself. Do your own research, learn it, believe it. And at the same time, if you're already in the business, you need to have clarity about what you're doing, what you want, and do the right thing. Thank you very much, Sifu Chin. Now on to Master Sifu Zahid and Ali.
All right. If you decide to build the business, I think the most important factor for me actually to take ownership of the business. Yeah. When you take ownership of the business, you're gonna limit you won't blame other people. You don't rely on other people. You don't blame company. You're not wasting time. And I remember when we decide to really build the business, actually with our own money. At first we ran the center, which cost us 5,000 a month. And later we bought that center. And then we also conduct our own Kangen business seminar, because we know that most of our group actually they don't really fluent in English, so they need BM. Need BM so that yeah, we take ownership. We spend a lot of money because we do the event at the hotel. We have to dump in a lot of money, you know, because in order to book the place together with the food. So we have to take ownership, And later, we know that we have team in Dubai. We take ownership. We go to Dubai. We spend our money on the etiquette, on the everything. We stay there for the hotel, the lodging. All we spend money. Why? This is our business. And then recently we have our own virtual KBS. We already planned. We have 4 Kangen business seminar in a year. And we already planned, we already booked 4 dates in 2020, but we only can do 1. After that is COVID. And finally, okay, it's time to do virtual KBS. We already did our KBS. How we do that? Ownership. Yeah, we have to plan, we just do meeting and meeting. Now we have a meeting, and then thanks God, because it's just going very well. And then we also invited Dr. Lawrence for that. Yeah. So no blaming, no relying on others, no wasting time. When we take ownership on our own business, finding solution to resolve problem. Any business have problem. Yeah. Any business have problem. We have to find ways how to make it faster, easier for the group, and then make it work for the group. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Sifu Noli. Wow, this is really good, huh? Taking ownership. You see, too many of times, right, we hear about complaining, right? You know, this no good, my team no good, my sideline no good, my upline no good, downline no good, my wife no good. Yeah, this is all nonsense. If you want it, just do it.
Yes.
Right? Take ownership. I love that from Noli and Zahid. They said, you know, there was a hole, there was a lacking of BM support, Bahasa support, and they just did it themselves. They got their own center, they rented it, and then they had so much success, they bought it. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
That's why they say winners do not live on excuses. Even though the excuses is legitimate, you know, it's raining, it's legitimate. The other logo is legitimate. Winners.
Can you hear you?
This one is what the champion.
Yes.
So I've been hearing all the success factor, the work, the things work, but somehow sometimes there are things that we, don't know how to use.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you guys.
Mistake. So if let's say the family, and we do not know how we make it. So they can't hear me. How come? Huh? Why you all cannot hear me? I've been receiving messages they cannot hear me. Now can you hear me? All right.
Okay.
A lot of people say, learning the success, all the pattern, but always in my mind that sometimes we make mistake, right? So if we do not know the mistake, we'll be slowed down. So guys, would you want to know some of the mistake that done or came about or crossed about by all this panel, so that we don't repeat the mistake, so that we will go faster? All right. So I want to ask the panel of champion, start with Mr. Gary. Can you share with us, in your experience, 1 or 2 of the mistake that to avoid, so that people like us, the new one, we don't repeat your mistake? Thank you.
Okay. The thing that I like to share is about giving up too easily. And being in our industry, okay, whether you all like it or not, we are in a network marketing industry, okay? So this industry is very unique because there are a lot of temptation out there. Do you all agree? If you agree, give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you agree with this thing. There are a lot of temptation out there. Okay. Now you have Bitcoin, crypto, every day. I don't know about you. Every single month I've been getting calls of offer for better opportunity. Okay. So the opportunity part is aside. So let's talk about giving up easily. Now you see, the point I'm trying to say is, if you already, I agree with what Chin mentioned just now about your belief. So if you have a very strong belief about Kangen, of the company, the product, the plan, and you see all these leaders making it, and you got a good system, good leaders to guide you. So the whole idea is to make it work. The whole idea is to make it work. But if you're faced with challenges, maybe what you're doing is not working. So change the strategy, not the direction, not the goal, not the platform. There are a lot of people, and that's why there's this saying called MLM junkie, you know. One moment they call you A product, next moment B product, then, oh, this is better, that 001 opportunity, you know. So the point, and the funny thing is, if you look at the traditional business, this doesn't happen, right? A guy who starts a restaurant don't after 6 months start a car workshop because his business is not working. Okay, the difference here is because our business is so easy to change because the investment is so low, right? Buying a Kangen machine is just only what, 18,000, even if it's a K8, right? But if you set up a restaurant, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, that's a different thing. So what I'm trying to say is, don't give up too easily. And then sometimes tell yourself this: what if you give up today and tomorrow you are supposed to meet a Cynthia Briganti? What if that one call that you are going to make, but you didn't make it because you decided not to do, there's another better company, and that call you are supposed to call a Romy Vadera? Think about this. So what I'm trying to say is, if you see your journey is not going the way you want, look at yourself. Look at yourself rather than look at outside. Maybe there are things that you have not done effectively. Maybe there are things you haven't done yet. Maybe there are certain knowledge you have not inculcated, like what Sam says, improving yourself, self-development. So it's very important to continue the journey unless, okay, you are in a company that is not going anywhere. Unless you are in a sinking ship, you know, there's a lot of fake MLM companies that are bringing you in and then they are gone after something. Unless that's the case, yes, you need to leave it ASAP. Okay, so when I said don't give up, also look at the situation. If you are in the wrong ship, you better give up as soon as possible before you sink with the Titanic. So it is very, very important when you have said it and everything is right, like in Kangen, everything is right. Just go ahead. Everything is just a temporary setback. But when you give up, the setback is permanent. So that's my take. Don't give up too easily. Over to you.
All right, thank you, Gary. Amazing. So you know there are a lot of temptation outside. Yeah, and a lot of temptation. People will come to you that this opportunity is good. So the mistake is a lot of people jump and jump. So what is their success is do not jump. Stay focused. Thank you, Gary. So next is John and June.
Right. Now I'm more focused on the sales that I have experienced one mistake most distributors make. The important thing is fail to share competitive brand. Very recently, I conduct sharing among my team. I realized many coming back about competitor, about hydrogen, about gigahertz, all these things. So many water system out there. So I would say the important thing is that don't take for granted of the prospect will buy from you. So you're not sharing any other ionizer. I make that mistake myself. You know why? One of the coaches called me up, one person called me, I want to buy this Kangen water, must be from God. Somebody just called me up, just want to buy, you know. So I take for granted because you contacted immediately want to buy ST501. So I take for granted and then I just say, okay, you can pay by credit card. And then, okay, let me work on the credit card and then the installment plan, I'll let you know what credit card. Next thing is that I try to call him, he hang up the phone, hang on me, you know, no call back. And then they have a puzzle and then I go around the bush and find out the people who know this person and end up I discover that he already bought another machine. Guess what? I take for granted, I never share about the competitor and he bought something with a lower price, right? Simply, many of these things we take for granted. So I would suggest every one of us, when you're on the floor, that you want to share this Kangen business, always present competitor as well. It doesn't matter. Cover it up. never take for granted. I lost most of the sale like this sometime, right? And then another thing is also failure to identify who is the decision maker. Many distributors make this problem. At the time when they present to that person may have to ask his partner or her partner at home. And she listen to you and see the presentation, she's on fire. And then she want to go back there and want to make a decision to buy. And next thing is that, stop by the other partner, right? And end up, you have to really not take for granted. You better ask to see the other person as well, right? Okay, that's my take. And then Jun will share with you on another factor.
To identify their hot button, talk to the right person, to their need, to what they want. That is more important. Otherwise, you just talk to the air, you cannot convince them. Okay, so if you talk to the young people, of course, we talk about the business opportunity, the international business, how we can make it grow big, and make them have a good dream. Okay, and then if you talk to elderly, of course, we talk about health issue, about how to protect their family, how they can do good deed to their generation. So if you talk to the need, then the closing rate will be higher. I will say, if for me, one-on-one, sure close, either close door or close sale. Okay, I will give them a very sharp and straight presentation. I always encourage our Danai, if he is just a user, we don't need to be much care. If he is a doer, then you have to pay more time on it. And if he is a smart person, actually, you give a sharp and straight presentation, you won't chase him away. I worry is that you tie him up for 2 hours, 3 hours, people scared of you already. If they are smart enough, half an hour will do. I will truly believe Gary Gan will not sit down with you for the beginning 2-3 hours. You will say, give me information. If the first half an hour you can convince him, he will look into it, he will develop for you. Okay? You make one business builder rather than you look for 100 users. This one, I would say, give them a sharp and straight presentation and find out their needs. That is most important part. That's all my sharing.
Again, last and foremost, I want to share this very important about the value buy. Our machine is expensive, there's no doubt. The most expensive machine in the market, right? So show me a one if people use 13 protocol to present our product. Type a one. I want to see how many one put down there using 13 protocol to sell. You can see very slow, the number coming very slow. I mean, I sell, maybe on the floor here, not many people using 13 protocol. My friend, my selling point is on the 13 protocol. 10 of them come in my room. If I show the 13 protocol, I present the machine, it's expensive, it's the most expensive. You need to listen to the rest, not only see the 3 demo. I'm more focused on the 13 protocol. After I show the 13 protocol, I told them, you can make this machine like a doctor sitting in your kitchen top. I show you all the proof. And it's proven not by any normal person. It's proven by 2 doctors in America, Dr. Becky and Dr. Easton. And they have documented, they have been analyzed using water for treatment, for helping a person recover their wellness, right? And then I normally sell at that point. So that's why I say the important thing is that to emphasize on the 13 protocol, whereby other machine cannot. They don't have this selling point. We have it. So emphasize on it. Okay, that's my take. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So what I've learned is I like what Jun say. Either every appointment is a close. Either you close door or you close sales. So whether you want to close door or close sales. Why? Because you did not fact find. Fact finding is very important. Yeah, like John also saying that you must know the competitor. So knowledge is very important. So that's why we equip yourself, equip you guys, equip all of us about knowledge, about the machine and about all. So we have all this prepared. Okay, thank you, John and June. So let's move on to Sifu Chin and Sifu Liesel.
Hi, okay. I think there is 2 things very important, associations and also persevere. Especially when we first come to know about the product, we got so excited, you want to share with your friends, you want to share with the people that you love. But then the thing is, a lot of the time, these people actually, they don't know anything about the water. Then they will tell you, then they'll ask you, what's the price? Then after they hear the price and they tell you, you being cheated already. Do you know? So as a very excited person, you're being poured into a cold water, then your fire turned down a bit. Then your doubts come. So you will not want to do. So you get the wrong. Then you didn't go and ask the right people, or you go and ask to the people that don't know, your neighbors like that. What is about this water? But you never go back to the person who introduced you, who are very good and who have been doing successfully in this business. That's why association is very important. So when you move on, when you want to do this business, all right, then we have to go and ask and talk to the right people to get the right advice, because along the journey there is a lot of up and downs. When we persevere, there's a lot of up and downs. If we see there's so many leaders here, they are all persevere through the ups and the downs. That's how they can achieve it. So if we don't have a good associations of groups or peoples or friends together that can advise, that can bring us to another level, then whatever we do, you will not be long. It will be just a short term. Why? It's just like Gary just now said, there is a lot of temptation out there. You know, you will see other opportunity and you'll go, because you are not with the right groups that have been in the business for long enough that can give you good knowledge of the products and also of the business. So I find that these two is very important. So when we first started, even after we do for a while, even you are a 4A or 5As, you hit stumbling blocks, you know, people will come back and tell you, you might be closing sales and suddenly, you know, you cannot close at all, then you become disappointed and you go and talk to your good friend, your so-called very good friend, or your relatives or your brother and sister, then they will tell you, it's okay, don't stress yourself up, you know, don't worry, you can always do other things. But this is one of the business that can give you a breakthrough in your life. So who is missing out? Then you start to find another new opportunity. Is that the journey that we are talking about? If it is not, then I think we have to really be persevere and get the right advice. Talk to your upline, your introducers, the one who introduce your introducers or whatever. Don't give yourself any excuses, right? Okay, yeah, that's all from me. Back to you, guys.
Wow, thank you, Sifu Lisa. Amazing. Sometimes we do not know that the people that we surround with, the few friends that we always go out with, even our relatives, even sometimes maybe our brothers and sisters, it's not that they want to pull you down. They don't want you to go somewhere. It's just that they do not know what you're going through. Like what you asked me earlier, you want to fly a plane, you ask a farmer or a pilot. Of course, it's a pilot. So guys, Sifu Lisa have shared with us that in order for you not to repeat the mistake or slow you down, is mix with people that are successful in Kangen. Yeah, in Kangen. And we are a lot of them. We are tons of them. You can see all of us here and the panel here. So mix yourself with successful people in Kangen. Ken, it's easy. Just need to do it. Okay, let's move on to Master Sifu Zahir and Norley.
What did I just do? Stop the oxygen from coming to your lung. And that's a sure way to die, faster way to die. Okay, in this business, what I consider to be the oxygen in the business is event. If you want to die faster, don't come to event. Don't promote event. Don't bring your people to event. Sure you die faster. Okay, so right from the beginning, you know, before we had our own event, we actually push everybody, push our team to SEMSIA event. You know, at that time he had this one-day business seminar. I still remember among the earliest event that we went to, SEM had about 400 plus people. Our people about 50%, almost 50%. We just push everybody. We just put down the money. We bought a ticket, not knowing who's going to come for the event. Eventually, we push all the ticket, and they all come to the event. And this is how we get started early on, because we push people to the event. That's the oxygen. We consider that the oxygen in the business. I tell you a story. You know, this is I learned this from somebody. The first global convention that we went to, which is in Anaheim, California, in 2015, in June 2015. Gary was there, SEMSIA was there. So I was sitting. This is huge hall. I was sitting actually behind someone, which by the name of Bob Gridelli. At that time, we were just, Nolly was just newly 6A, 3-2. I was a 6A at that time. And then, we shook hands with, Bob, hey Bob, how are you? Where are you from? Malaysia? So what rank are you? I was like, I'm a 6A now. I'm a 6A now. Okay, then, wow, that's great. That's great. How many people you bring to this convention? I was kind of stunned. I lead one downline coming with us to that convention. So he said slowly, yes, it's good that you have 100 people, 100 sales in your organization, 100 people. But the only person who will make you grow in the business is the person who come to event. If you sell 100 machines, that's just about selling your business. There is no guarantee that your business will grow. But you bring people to event. The more people you bring to event, and that's when your business will start growing. When you, and then it dawned on me, yeah. Then from there, our belief, our whatever that we do is just towards event. We have weekly event, we have monthly event, we have quarterly event. It's just event. If there is any event, big event going on that week, we just stop everything else. If you have a demo on that day, stop it. Promote the people to come to event, okay? Because we understand the importance of event. I see a lot of people, when there is event going on, like today, even today, we only have 355 people in the room. This is a very, very important event. We should have, instead of we do our own event, which probably only 5 people in the room, in that place, in our event, why not bring everybody to this room? You have 300. It's more credible. It's more, people will be blown out, blown away when they see this. No, this is global. Instead of just 3 or 4 people in our event. So guys, whatever it is, always consider event. Always don't neglect event. Promote event like crazy. Just promote the event like crazy. Event to us, event is like a factory. So we send people to the factory. Factory normally they have this conveyor. They have the system, the whole thing, the conveyor. We just put them there, and they go out. They come out, nothing happened, and then we promote another event. They come out, nothing happened. If for 1 year nothing happened, you are working with the wrong people. After you send them to the event, they get all the training, they get all the motivation, still nothing happened. Find another person. Yeah. So that's event is like a factory for us. Your 6A to 6A-3 factory. Bring them to the event where you can find all more successful people than you are speaking from, because downline they don't listen to you anyway. They want to listen from third party, from someone bigger, more successful. So you send them there. They listen to people who are not you, because they don't listen to you, and more successful. And from there, hopefully, I mean, there is no guarantee that everybody who come to event will become somebody, but at least you get 1 or 2 person. You get Gary Gunn there, you get John there, and then your business is set already, done. So for me, this event is very important. A long time ago, we read this book, Out of Town, Expert with the Briefcase. You should get hold of that book. That is a very, very good book to read, especially in this industry. Out of Town Expert with the Briefcase. It's laid down why this makes sense. Okay, guys, that's from me for now. Back to you.
Wow, thank you, Sifu Zaid. Thank you. So, guys, you see that key, the one thing that slow you down, one thing that kills your business is not bringing people to event, or you yourself don't going to event. It's so simple, guys. This business is so simple for you to success, and it's also so simple for you to fail. Do this, you will fail. Don't bring people to event, you will fail. So, guys, don't do that. What you need to do now, from now on, every event that your upline share with you, what you need to do? Yes. How many tickets? 10. 100. 200. 300, yes, move on first, you know. All right, so thank you all the panel champion. Amazing, your sharing is amazing. So we give them a round of applause. Whoa. All right, I'm hard, man. I'm heat up.
We are in the event right now. We have the oxygen.
Yeah. So oxygen, breathe in. Okay, next question.
All right, guys. Before you leave, I want you guys to give us one sentence as a parting gift to all the participants here. Starting with you, Gary.
My last message is we as humans, we've always hoped to get miracles in our life, to achieve miracles. But this is my parting message. It's much more easier to be a miracle to someone else, because that's what you can do, than to expect a miracle from someone else. So my parting words is, let's be the miracle the world is waiting for. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary. Now, I want everybody, turn on your videos, guys. Turn on your videos so that all the champions can see you. Okay? All right, let's move on to John and June.
Okay, success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm.
That's June. Okay. For me, you know, you are aware of something. Many of us, our distributor, keep going to event, come back after 1 month on fire. After that, second month punctured. Then you see them again. How come not doing anything? Ayah, busy lah, forgot lah. Mother busy lah. Children have to pick up from school lah. So become always out of the habit, you know. So habitual is very, very important, right? That's why my take home for them is that the secret of success is consistency of purpose by cultivating habits. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, John and June. Let's hear from Master Sifu Chin.
Okay. This year, actually, there's so many things happen. I think I just want to encourage everybody. Let's grow together this year. Make it a year of growth. Okay, make it a year of growth.
Okay, I want to borrow from Eileen. I borrowed from Eileen yesterday, right? She said this, I like it. Hello, can you hear me? Right. So what she says is this. She says, don't worry about the potholes, enjoy the journey. Okay, I like that very much. So if you enjoy a journey, why? Because you know where are you going to. You have clarity, you know what do you want. If your purpose is to help people, your purpose is to do something, build a business for your family, then just enjoy the journey. There will be potholes, there will be unhappiness in between. Just take it, chin on, take responsibility. This is all the gurus here, they are teaching. Take responsibility and enjoy it. Believe in the end that you want to reach there. Now, enjoy it even if there are potholes. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoy it even if there are potholes. Just enjoy the journey.
Thank you very much, Liesel and Sifu Chin. Wow, let's hear from Zahid and Norli.
Okay, quick one. You know, our sponsor told us, if you haven't made 500,000 a month, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try anything new, something different. But I'm gonna make it easy for you. I'm gonna give you 100,000. If you haven't made 100,000 ringgit a month, don't reinvent the wheel. So make it easier for you. Just follow the successful leaders. They know where they are going. We just follow them. Everything is there in place. We just follow them. That's from me.
Okay, from me, let's do all-out massive action with COVID-19 or without COVID-19. Because why? We can do virtual. We can do Zoom. Let's do it.
Awesome. You see, don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel is round. Probably some people say, maybe I tukar square, see whether it can go faster or not. I mean, common like human being. Simple. This business is so simple. Follow the success pattern of all the panel of champions. Yeah. So guys, do you learn or do you pick up some gem from Gary, from John and June, from Chin and Lisa, from Norley and Zai? Do you receive all the gem? You can type 8888888. You know, Chinese like to be fat. You know, some people say 128, 125, whatever. But awesome. See, guys, panel champion, they are receiving all your key point. I tell you, after today event, I think many of them are so fired up to that they cannot sleep. All right. But some, I don't know about you, some people might still think, Gary can la, Gary can talk ma, you know, Chin can la, Chin can talk ma, John so handsome, you know, June so pretty can la, you know, and then Nolly and Zai is so lovey because they're so excited, sorry, you know. It's not because of that. Do you know that one thing that they have? You guys, do you know? One thing that they have. Whatever they have, you and I, we all have. Some people probably think of, they have this, they are, and they say, no, not me. What they have, we have. But what they have, one extra. Guys, I'm telling you, you pick up this, you're going to fly like all of them. They never give up. Whatever challenges they face, they never give up. Because I believe Gary, John and June, Sifu Chin, Sifu Lisa, and Nolly and Zai, they also face challenges. Yes, they face challenges. Yes, panel of champion, you guys face challenges. You guys face objection. People reject you. The loved one reject you. Everybody reject you, but you did not give up. You keep moving. And also there are a lot of temptation, but they did not give up. Guys, these are their pattern. The pattern excellent. You have seen it so well. You just pick it up and follow. Because why? Winner don't quit. Quitter don't win. Winner don't quit. Quitter don't win. A winner don't quit. A quitter don't win. If you are quitter, you will never win. If you want to quit, you will never win. Guys, simple. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, new or old, young or old, handsome or not handsome, that is not important. Because why? If you want to go for the competition of beauty pageant, you must be beautiful. But if you like me, how to become champion, right? You're beautiful. I'm handsome. So you want to become a strong man, you have to be strong, right? But in Kangen, guys, in Kangen, all you need to do is just follow this pattern. Don't give up. Don't give up. Guys, you guys are champion. You will not give up, right? So thank you, the panel champion, once again. Give them a round of applause. Yeah, I don't know about you. I'm so excited. Even an MC here with Mingwei, I'm so excited with aircon full blast, also like hot. Woo! Yeah.